What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 19 of Reality Monday with Damilayo Mapa. So, I feel like this is how I'm going to continue with my freestyles on Reality Monday. At least you further notice, because I really do not have the time to actually sit down and make script. So I'll be going with my freestyle like this for a while, sharp. So on this episode, I just wanted to quickly talk about my opinions on having relationships with people. Okay, people might think that the title of this episode might just mean relationships, like a guy and a girl relationship. But I purposely did that just to tell people that, okay, when you talk about relationships, the definition of relationships in the dictionary is not what we actually term it as. Relationships is any like mutual what's it called? I think I should have checked dictionary for that. Any mutual attachment or familiarity that you have with some other person. It might be a guy to guy relationship, a girl to guy, it might be any kind of relationship. It does not necessarily mean you dating someone or so-called being in a relationship with someone. So yeah, I definitely will not be able to finish all like my opinions on relationship on just one episode, because I have so many things I can talk about when it comes to relationships. I've written poems about relationships or dating. I've written short stories, okay, not short story, but then I've had so many conversations with people when it comes to dating and relationships. Just the perfect relationship you can have with someone. So throughout my life, I've never for once been in a relationship, or I've never for once dated someone. Don't let me use relationship. Shocker to some people. Then I think it's because of my opinion of what people term as relationship these days. It just feels like people join themselves together, like a guy and a girl enter into what they call a relationship for different reasons, and then most of them actually lie on the basis of love, and at the end of the day you just break up and become exes. They start with so-called loving each other, and they end up hating each other, and most of the times they cannot even talk to each other again. Someone that said you loved before. Oh well. So like throughout my life, I've had relationships with different people, mostly females too, which has drama. It usually has drama every single time, except from a few. But then what I've learned is that the best kind of relationships you can have with someone is okay, don't let me say the best, but my ideal kind of relationship with someone is maybe a long distance relationship or long distance friendship, because most of the times I'm usually interested in being friends with a lady than actually having any other thing. And the most important thing for me when it comes to having relationships with people, whether a guy or a girl, is the kind of conversations we have, especially deep conversations, deep life conversations that actually move from the surface of the things that we discuss, day-to-day activities. Something that is so deep that touches so many aspects of life. So most of the times, what I just feel is ideal in relationships is the conversations you have with your friend, or the conversation you have with someone that is close to you, or whether long-term friendships or short-term friendships, or maybe the last one, what's it called, when you have like just when you know someone, they call it acquaintances. Yes, acquaintance. When you have acquaintance with someone, so I don't see the relation. I don't actually count dating as part of the best relationship you can have with someone, because at the end of the day, when you enter into it, it just feels like you're entering into it for a reason at that particular time. Then it is what they say, enjoy stock, something like these adverts where they'll say enjoy, offer while stock lasts. You get like it never lasts. So it is always there's always going to be an issue at a point. And as a friend, as someone that me, for example, that I've been friends with so many ladies that have been in relationships, I don't know, there are some guys that is peculiar to guys that some people call side guys, or the ones that are like what's it called, the bodies, the best bodies, or something like that. You always see a girl come and meet you and complain to you about her relationship most of the time at a point. Although no matter what I say, no matter what anybody says, people will still enter into a relationship and get their heart broken. Oh well, life goes on. But after all that, then that's when most guys start to think that my heart don't break so many times. Like that's when their hearts start to get really hard, and they start to complain and be like, no, I'll never give my heart to a guy again. Like, why did you do it in the first place when it is so obvious that it is going to end up somewhere? But people don't hear word. They will not hear word. They will still enter into relationships or date other people and then become exes at the end of the day. For me, if I'm dating someone, or if I want to like be close with one person, I feel like it is only marriage that can bring me close to that person. Because as far as I've gone in my life, even though I've not gone really far, I'm still in my 20s. What I've noticed is that there are some things that you have to have before you can say that you want to have one girl, or you want to have one guy as constant as a lover. You get? So the other things that we do where we try to enter into a relationship with someone at that point, it just feels meaningless when you're not getting married to that person at the end of the day. So even though friendships are complicated enough, not to not talk of relationships, there's no how it will not get complicated. No how. Some people, okay, there are some exceptions. There's always an exception in everything. But to me, logically and realistically, the best kind of relationship you can have with someone is friendships. Yeah, friendships. So, well, that is my own opinion. Anyways, I feel like so many people have their own opinions when it comes to being friends with someone or having close relationships with people. So, anyways, I just wanted to say that I think that was what this episode was going to be about. And there are a lot of bizarre opinions I still have when it comes to relationships with guys and girls. But then I think that is it for today's episode. I hope you listen to the end. And yeah, I'm really tired and I've not eaten yet. But I just said to record this because the show must go on. Yeah. So thank you very much for listening to episode 19 of Reality Monday with yours truly, Tamila Imapa. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.